Make sure you like or dislike. Make sure you leave them comments. And don't be a hater. If you follow my videos, hit the subscribe button. Alright, let's talk about some real shit in this video, because you know it's real. Alright, you guys, in this video I want to discuss a few things in this video, man. We're gonna get deep in this video right here, because I feel like it's a lot of fighters out there who can be the next pay-per-view star. And these are just facts. But it's really hard to call on who's going to actually be a pay-per-view star in the US, because it's very hard to be a pay-per-view star in the USA. Now, according to Adrian Broner, he felt that he would be the next pay-per-view star. And I think that Adrian Broner had that chance to be a pay-per-view star about, even after the McDonald fight. If he would have came and beat Sean Porter and, would have beat Mike Garcia, it would have been a lot easier for Adrian Broner to do it. But your boy Love One to Hate One, I have a good 7 fighters who I think have the potential to be a pay-per-view star. If not a lot of pay-per-view fights. I mean, I feel like, and the reason I'm not going to make this video about UK fighters, well, let me say this, UK fighters that only fight in the UK, because it's a lot easier to be a pay-per-view star in the UK than the US, you guys. You guys, we have a lot of sports out here. A lot of people, billions of people out here watch sports. They go to sports events. Boxing events is like one of the last things people think about out here. So it's like we are distracted by a lot of things. Like, you have to be a true hardcore boxing fan to fuck with all boxers. Like your boy Love One to Hate One. I'm a true boxing fan. I fuck with all fighters, and I even buy all pay-per-view events. Well, most of them. So let me tell you guys this. What my point is, a lot of people, they choose all these other sports first. Not only that, pay-per-views is expensive. It's expensive as fuck out here, you guys. It's expensive as hell. You pay what, 50 bucks? Mayweather charges 60, 70 bucks, sometimes 80 for a fight. Now, don't get it twisted, you guys. I know it's fighters in the US that have a chance to be, my bad. I know it's fighters in the UK that have a chance to come to the US and be a pay-per-view star as well. It has happened before. But my point is, you guys, yeah, you got fighters like Mayweather, fighters like Manny Pacquiao, fighters like even that's about it, huh? That's about it for now. That can be a pay-per-view star, or fighters like even Marquez. But my point is, you guys, I'm talking about who could be the next pay-per-view star. And that I'm talking about that could be a pay-per-view star and continuously be one for the next period of years, you guys. Not just come in for a pay-per-view fight and that's it, like Mayweather. I'm talking about a fighter that can continuously have fights on pay-per-view. Now, this is very hard to do, especially in the US, and I'm going to say it again, but it's very possible. With that being said, you guys, let's get into this shit. Before I get into my top 7 fighters, I want to get into a couple honorable mentions, you guys. I gotta say Manny Pacquiao. And everybody on my honorable mention, let me say one more thing before I get into the actual video. Just because the order I got these fighters in and the honorable mentions, all this can change over a period of time. This is boxing. A boxer could get stopped his next fight on this list and easily be off this motherfucking list quick. So you guys have to take that into consideration as well. Some of you guys figure, oh, some of you guys that watch this video 8 months from now, don't even look at when it was published and think, oh, he still got him as a pay-per-view star. No, stop it. Use your brain, all right? That being said, back to what I was saying. Manny Pacquiao, yo. I don't care what you guys say. I think Manny Pacquiao got a good 3 fights in them. Manny Pacquiao is still a force to be reckoned with. If he comes out in this fight and completely dominates fucking Lucas Matisse, I could definitely see him in a pay-per-view fight, you guys. I'm still intrigued about seeing Broner versus Pacquiao. I'm still intrigued about seeing Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman, Errol Spence. Pacquiao still got some good fights he can make. Even the Mikey Garcia versus Pacquiao, shit. For that matter. That being said, let's keep the train rolling. Amir Khan. Now, even though Amir Khan is from the UK, I'm going to make this video about Amir Khan because he fights a lot in the US, and Amir Khan has a lot of fans out here in the US. I got some people in my family that like Amir Khan. All right. Another person. Amir Khan. I was gonna say one more thing about Amir Khan before I got into this other person. Yeah, Amir Khan, most of his fights is in the fucking US. He fights in the US more than he fights in the UK. I'm talking about as of late. Shit, Amir Khan has plenty of fights in Vegas. So, if Amir Khan could string along some wins, I know it's highly unlikely, but Amir Khan versus, I don't know, man. I guess I just gave Amir Khan a shot on the strength of his name alone. But that's why he's an honorable mention. But he definitely could have been one. Anthony Joshua. If Anthony Joshua decide that he wants to do what Amir Khan does and start taking fights, like let's say he comes out here and he beats Deontay Wilder. I'm quite sure that fight right there is definitely pay-per-view. If he comes out here and win that fight, and then he takes a fight with a fighter like let's see, maybe a Shannon Briggs out here in the fucking US. I don't know. Okay, anything is possible. You never know. But I feel like Anthony Joshua is a guy that can come out here and steal a lot of US press. You dig what I'm saying? But with that being said, it's not easy to do, but anything is possible. Now, Terrence Crawford, that's another guy. Terrence Crawford, I definitely feel like Terrence Crawford could definitely be a pay-per-view star. Only reason I haven't put him on my list, this could change at any time, is because to be a pay-per-view star, in my opinion, especially nowadays, you got to be able to, number one, I don't feel like any fight at 140 would do it right now, or the small weights like 135. Now I say it's impossible, you guys. I just don't see it right now. Like 135, you know, maybe like 126, 130. Those weight classes, 122. I don't really see nobody in those weight classes being a pay-per-view star right now. Sorry to say. Maybe one fighter, and we're gonna talk about that a little later on. Now, all right. So, who else I got now? Yeah, I think Terrence Crawford could do it. My only thing with Terrence Crawford is a tall order right now, because he has to get past Jeff Horn. Errol Spence, and then I feel like Terrence Crawford could even make it to 154. If I had a top 8 on my list, Terrence Crawford would definitely be on that list. But I feel like Terrence Crawford just needs a little more time. Like, I feel like we all is putting a huge, how you said, we're putting a lot on Terrence Crawford right now. Like, a huge order. Let him take care of the first order first, and then we'll get to the next one. You know, maybe after he beat Jeff Horn, that'll change. And then Terrence Crawford start talking a little more trash, it'll change as well. That being said, you guys, let's get into number, where we at? 7. Number motherfucking 7. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it because it has to be said. Errol Spence. You guys will be surprised how many fans Errol Spence have. Errol Spence has a grip of fans. A lot of people respect Errol Spence. A lot of people in the U.S. fuck with Errol Spence. You even have fighters in the UK that fuck with Errol Spence. You guys have to remember that Errol Spence had a lot of people going for him when he went out there to the UK to fight Kell Brook. So we all know that if that was the case, he brought a lot of fans out of there as well. A lot of people in the UK know who Errol Spence is now. Now that goes back to my point of why he could be a pay-per-view star out here. Because, yeah, I don't see nobody in the UK really flying out here to see Errol Spence fight, but I could definitely see these guys tuning in, maybe paying the little $50 fee to see the fight. I could definitely see that. And not only that, Errol Spence versus Kell Brook rematch would be epic at 154. So Errol Spence, and I feel like Errol Spence has a lot of people. It's a lot of people in the U.S. that's stingy. We must remember that. A lot of people in the U.S. is tight. You know, we some tight motherfuckers. I mean, I can't front. Not everybody, but a lot of people in the U.S. is tight. For those of you guys that don't know what tight means, like, you know, we're stingy. You know, we like to use our money on just ourselves. But back to what I was saying. Yes, Errol Spence could be a pay-per-view star. A lot of celebrities know who Errol Spence is as well. And Errol Spence could definitely be in some pay-per-view fights. Triple G, Canelo Alvarez. If that fight happens, if he beats Canelo Alvarez, I think that's like his ticket. And I could definitely get him to a pay-per-view star. My only problem with Errol Spence is he needs to start doing a little more trash talking. Now, Errol Spence showed me he can trash talk in the press conference against Kell Brook, but if he could do just a little more, I feel like he could be a pay-per-view star. That being said, you guys, let's get to number 6. Number motherfucking 6. I'm going to say Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, the reason I don't have Vasyl Lomachenko even higher on my list is because I feel like Lomachenko, I don't know if he's going to pass 135 or is he going to stay at 135. You know, Vasyl Lomachenko just might just say, you know what, I'm cool at 135 and I'm going to clean out 135. I think he might go to 140, but even if he goes to 140, I don't think that's going to make him a pay-per-view star. I feel like all the pay-per-view fights, you guys, in my opinion, is at 147. Now, he could probably be a pay-per-view star at 140. You know, Lomachenko has a lot of fans, and the reason that I know he's out from the UK, you guys, but he has a lot of fights in the US, especially fucking with Bob Arum. He could definitely be a pay-per-view star if he could beat some big fighters, man, like Terrence Crawford. I know this is another tall order, but it's definitely possible, you guys. Even a fight with Manny Pacquiao, I'll tell you guys, a fight with Pacquiao versus Lomachenko at 140, definitely. That's definitely a fucking pay-per-view fight all day. Man, Lomachenko, like my only problem with Lomachenko is the size. Listen, my cousin is a big Lomachenko fan. He will argue you down on how Lomachenko will dominate these fighters and shit like that. I'm a Lomachenko fan, you know. Like I told you guys, Lomachenko do have a lot of fans out here in the U.S. as we speak, but to be a pay-per-view star, he would have to beat some real pay-per-view fighters like a Manny Pacquiao. If he beats Manny Pacquiao, that's his ticket, in my opinion. That being said, let's keep this train rolling. And let's get into number 5. Number motherfucking 5. Danny Garcia. I feel like Danny Garcia could most definitely be a huge candidate for pay-per-view star. Now let me get into Danny Garcia's problem. One of his problems is he don't do much trash talking himself, but his pops handle that all the way for him, and we know that already. His pops can handle all that for him. Angel Garcia is the beast when it comes down to trash talking. He might be number one. Not only trash talking, antics. He knows how to sell a fight. That's one thing we cannot take away from Angel Garcia. Angel Garcia had us wanting to see that Amir Khan fight that much more. I mean, am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? It's like you just can't take nothing away from Angel Garcia when it comes down to that. Now, when it comes down to Danny Garcia, another problem for him is he has a loss. We all know a lot of pay-per-view stars. Most of the reason, or a big reason, I won't say most, a big reason they're pay-per-view stars because they're undefeated. That's another problem Lomachenko has. But undefeated don't mean shit because it's a lot of pay-per-view stars. Well, it don't mean shit at the same time because it's a lot of pay-per-view stars who isn't undefeated and they're still pay-per-view stars, right? But Danny Garcia, he has a lot of fans. That's celebrities as well. Rick Ross, Meek Mill, Wale, the whole MMG club fuck with Danny Garcia. Tough. Like Gunplay, Queen's Flip, fuck with him. A lot of people rock the DSGs. The DSG flip-flops or whatever. Joe Budden fuck with him. So he has a lot of people that fucks with him and they come out to see him fight. Danny Garcia could definitely be a pay-per-view star. It's another tall order because he would have to get in there with the likes of a Manny Pacquiao. Get in there with Errol Spence. Definitely got to get the run back with Keith Thurman, Sean Porter. And yeah, I could definitely see Danny Garcia in the future being a pay-per-view star. Or even if it's not a pay-per-view star, I would say being in a lot of pay-per-view fights. You guys, this is not in my list or whatever. I'm not just talking about a pay-per-view star. I'm talking about being in a lot of pay-per-view fights as well. So either one is pretty much good to me. Not saying the rest of your fights you're going to be a pay-per-view star. You're going to be in a pay-per-view fight for the rest of your fights, but you guys know what the fuck I mean, or what I'm saying. That being said, I know I'm all over the place in this video, guys, but I don't edit shit. That being said, let's get to number 4. Number motherfucking 4. Adrian Broner. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Adrian Broner still has the potential to be a pay-per-view star. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody knows who Adrian Broner is. He gets high ratings. Adrian Broner is a problem. It's another tall order. Let's just say in a perfect world, Adrian Broner beats Mikey Garcia. Adrian Broner beats Keith Thurman like he claims he's gonna do. If Adrian Broner beats fucking Sean Porter in a rematch, you guys know where I'm going with this. Adrian Broner, it's not too late for Adrian Broner to be a pay-per-view star. For damn sure being pay-per-view fights, if he fights fucking Manny Pacquiao, that's a pay-per-view fight. Adrian Broner can still pull in a huge amount of fans, you guys. I mean, we can't count out Adrian Broner. I know a lot of you guys think I'm wilding on this one. You guys think it's late. It's too late for Adrian Broner to do that. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say Adrian Broner at least could be in some pay-per-view fights. That being said, let's get to number 2. Number motherfucking 2. No, I mean 3. My bad, you guys. Mikey Garcia. You guys, my only problem with Mike Garcia is he don't talk no trash, really. But Mike Garcia, if he had what Broner has, which is the controversy. See, a lot of the times, the problem with black fighters is you gotta be a shit talker. You gotta be a fighter that is willing to, sell your fights. That's the best way to say it. I was gonna say sell yourself, but not really sell yourself. Sell your fights. And Adrian Broner can do that with all the controversy. He knows how to draw attention to the fight, to betting with celebrities. Shit like that. All that shit is causing attention to the fight. Mike Garcia is not really that type of guy, but the difference between a lot of Mexican fighters and a lot of black fighters is a lot of Mexican fighters will support their fighters to the fullest. I mean, this is just real. Now, a lot of blacks, we support our fighters, but it's a lot of blacks that be like, you know what, shit, I'll support him when he in a big fight, or I'll support him, but I'm not gonna pay no $50 to watch him fight. You know, a lot of Mexican fighters don't have that problem. They got people who's gonna fuck with them regardless of what. And with that being said, on the strength of that, I feel like Mike Garcia, that's one problem that he don't have to worry about, is that he don't really have to be a trash talker. And Mike Garcia is talking about going up to 147, fighting Errol Spence. You know, he talked about fighting even Keith Thurman. Mike Garcia could definitely be a pay-per-view star, you guys. If he could get that fight with fucking Manny Pacquiao, pay-per-view fight as well. All right. Mike Garcia, and he can keep that 0-2. I could definitely see Mike Garcia. Everybody know who Mike Garcia is as well, especially guys like Floyd Mayweather. That being said, let's get to number 2. Number motherfucking 2. Tank Davis, man. Tank Davis, on the other hand, you can't forget about Tank Davis, man. Tank Davis being under Mayweather. Tank Davis is the trash talker. Tank Davis do know how to sell fights. And Tank Davis is young as hell. 22, 23 years old. The difference between him and Mike Garcia, I was fighting on who could be number 2 in my opinion. And Mike Garcia is 30. Mike Garcia is still in his prime, but Tank Davis isn't even in his prime yet. Not only that, Tank Davis, he does everything. He can box, he can crack. All of his fights, well, damn near all of his fights ended by KO. You guys gotta hear me out here. I'm getting to a point. Tank Davis, it's not like he is the only trash talker. He got Mayweather. We all know we want to see, well, a lot of people, not we, but a lot of people want to see Mayweather lose himself. So him losing, or Tank Davis losing, it's kind of like you're getting close to Mayweather losing. Like the same thing with Adrian Broner. Remember when Mayweather was playing the whole big brother role to Adrian Broner, etc., etc. When Adrian Broner lost to Maidana, it kind of felt like Mayweather lost to Maidana as well. So a lot of the fans, a lot of Mayweather haters was happy about Adrian Broner losing, not just because of Adrian Broner, was because of his big brother Mayweather as well. Now we kind of see that same relationship between Mayweather and Tank. Now I know those two get into it, or they've been getting into it as of late, but that's not going to stop anything. I don't think Tank Davis is going to leave Mayweather right now. And plus, that could just be a way to add extra fuel to the fight as well. Because people like drama, people are nosy, people like to see when people get into it as well. We all know that. People like controversy. But Tank Davis has a lot of action to be a pay-per-view star. Not only that, a lot of people know who Tank Davis is as well. And most of that is because of Mayweather as well, too. Tank Davis, he just brings everything. And the frost on top of the cake is the boy is so fucking young. He has too much time. Way too much time. Let's get into number 1. Number motherfucking 1. And I know some of you guys might say he's already a pay-per-view star. But as we speak, he's not. And he's going to have to really put himself back in the mix and bounce back from the steroid allegation. Canelo Alvarez, man. Yes, Canelo Alvarez still had the chance to be a pay-per-view star, you guys. Let's not act like he don't, because he do. Canelo Alvarez could still come back take 1 or 2 tune-up fights, which isn't gonna be pay-per-view, and then he could fight like a Triple G. We all still want to see that matchup eventually in the future. Him versus Charlo could be pay-per-view. Him versus Billy Joe Saunders pay-per-view. Canelo Alvarez got so many pay-per-view fights that still can happen. And Canelo's still young, so it's not like he's old. What else fight we got out there for Canelo's pay-per-view? Even a Canelo, like a Canelo versus what's his name? Fucking oh, I can't remember his name as we speak, but you guys get my point, man. This is a long video. I didn't even expect for it to be this long, but you know, I know I've been all over the place in this video, but you guys got my point, and you guys know I edit shit. And I had one more thing I want to say about Canelo, because it's a lot of big pay-per-view fights out there for Canelo. All he got to do is get over this hump, and he's over. It's a huge hump for Canelo, but he can get over it. All right, you guys, I'm out though.